music and special effects. I'm going to start doing whatever we can to get you guys watching these videos, because on Monday I sent a video out that said we are no longer using Google Forms for our attendance, and this week we still had almost 100 people submit Google Forms for their attendance. So to recap, this week we shifted to having Freckle and ST Math as our way to check in and know that you're doing some work. And here's some really big successes that we had with ST Math and Freckle, and here's some things we need to keep working on. First, when you get stuck on ST Math, go ahead and reach out to me. WebEx has been working great for that. I've done a lot of screen shares and help kids get past places where they're getting stuck on ST Math level. You just got to help me figure out which level it is, and we can play the game for you right on a WebEx chat. Make sure when you're on ST Math that you're hitting that red X in the lower left hand corner to exit all the way out of the games until you see that green bubble pop up through the top of the screen, because that is how it saves all your progress and sends it back to a place where I can see it. If you don't hit that red X, don't freak out. Your work is probably still saved. It's just stuck on your iPad, and you have to go back in, log back into ST Math, and exit properly, and then it'll save it back to their server, and I'll be able to see it. But make sure you're doing that every time, because again, I'm using that as one of the ways to check in that you've been engaging in our work, right? And then also with ST Math, we had a couple kids forget that we had to log in through Clever, and if the Clever app is kind of giving you some hiccups, one of the workarounds is to go into Google Chrome, go to clever.com, and then log in that way, and it should launch the app for you right into Clever, or right into ST Math, and you should be good to go. Now, one of the other big things that I want you to make sure you're keeping up with is the Freckle work in adaptive practice. This week we shifted gears, and that was another big miscommunication people missed from the video on Monday, is that we're in ratios and proportions now. And so I need everyone to have taken that pre-test on ratios and proportions. And in fact, moving forward with the final grades as we kind of wind down the last month and a half or so of school, I'm really going to be looking at Freckle as a way to support a lot of the growth that you've had in every strand throughout the whole year. So we really need everybody to be doing the adaptive practice on Freckle. And if you want to help your grade, you don't have to just do ratios and proportions. You could go back into another strand from earlier in the year, expressions and equations, or the number system, any of those, and you can go ahead and work in those and see if you can up your level, and that would be a way for you to show some growth and maybe improve your grade a little bit as the school year winds down. So I'll try to communicate more about that next week, but I wanted to check in at the end of this week here and hopefully get some more views on some of these videos, because this is a really important way that you are hearing the messages I'm sending out along with what I'm sending on Google Classroom each morning. So I hope everybody has a great weekend. Some good tunes here. Next week I might start busting out some real big dance moves. Maybe I'll wear a costume. I don't know. Got to get these views up, right? Have a great weekend, everyone.